off the station, 3 stations.
Yep.
And most of them shoot fighters. Some had never saw a white man. They were just crazy. But some of them you wouldn't get any more than about 7 seconds out of any horse because they're grass fed.
Yeah.
And they'd come out, they'd give you for 7 seconds, but they're easy to ride because they had no strength.
Yeah.
Them big thoroughbred horses, they'd go high, they'd look good, but you could ride them all day.
Yeah.
But the horse, they're full of feed and educated, but they got strength behind them.
Yeah.
These horses could buck as high, but not hard to ride.
Yeah. But a lot of them sort of fall over that too, I suppose.
Well, they'd come over.
Didn't know what to do.
They'd fall over top of your rear over.
Yeah.
They had kicker straps on them.
Oh yeah, we had the kick, the whole lot. We were there one day, called, I can't think of his name, he was with us, Richmond. He drew this big brown horse and I was there with him. I said, he stuck his saddle, little saddle, about that far over with us. I said, that's stupid. I said, that horse will overbalance. He's right, oh, I know. I said, all right, do what you like. Come in and kill him.
Yeah.
Come over straight over top of him.
Rolled over.
Never moved.
Yeah.
So you had no strength in the legs.
Yeah.
Them horses today, there's plenty of strength.
Yeah.
They can jump all day because they're all full of feed.
And they're trained. They've had
That's right. They know what they're
someone
doing.
on them.
Yeah, well, they're not them big wild horses. They go anywhere and they lose their head.
Yes.
And you've got the wrong head bone on the tip. A lot of horses tip over themselves.
Yeah, you see some of them old photos you looked at earlier on there in your albums and that sort of thing. You can see the horses in them days. Yeah, they don't know what they're doing. They're all over the place. Just in the still photos, you can tell that.
Yeah.
So,
but there were some good horses, good bucking horses in them, but they weren't hard when you could ride them.
Yep.
You'd go out and win on a lot of horses. But the only trouble with it was you got 3 re-rides of the bareback and 4 in the saddle bronc ride.
oh, righto.
Now, most of the judges in Queensland were camp draft judges, always a camp draft on.
Yeah.
So the camp draft judge then judged the bronc ride, or the rodeo.
Yep.
Oh.
He'd be swinging his whip, and if he didn't buck for full 10 seconds, bang, he might buck like hell for 5 or 6, run off, bang. So one day I got 3 rides of the bareback ride and 4 rides of the bronc ride. But the only thing, you had to score on the last horse. Didn't matter what he did, if he bowled a fellow, what you scored him.
Yeah.
But that's the way it went. So they had to outlaw that. It was just too many.
Yeah. It should be a long day.
Oh, yeah, but it was only natural. Them horses were only fit for 5 or 6 good jumps, 5 seconds. And then the poor buggers had run off.
Yeah.
But these horses, they keep on bucking, but they wouldn't keep on bucking any more than 4 or 6 seconds. Got that out of it. You done real well.
Yeah.
And then you go bang, bang. So you'd go right till dark, and half the blokes would miss out altogether, wouldn't get rewrite. The rodeo's over. But anyway, they eventually started getting people in that could judge rodeos and know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
But there was improvement as we went along. Everything was sort of going forward, but slowly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anybody who'd been about a bit, that common sense, they'd say, well, we can't do it this way, do it the other way. We've proved it.
Yep.
And things, people were starting to listen to it instead of saying, oh, it's a mad Yahoo rodeo, let's go and get into it. It become that you sort of could make a few dollars out of it.
Yeah.
Did they look to America at that stage to see how they were progressing, to follow their suit a little bit or not?
They did, but there's no way to communicate.
Yeah, right. You no TV, I suppose, to watch. There's no footage back from there.
Well, so we never had TV in 1959.
No Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, no telephones. I'll never forget the telephones over there. I'll just quick one in America. Like, if I'm ringing you up and you're 778 779, you'd say, oh, you'd ring the exchange up, 778 779. So I'm in the phone over there. This girl said, what you say? I said, I want 433 44. What you say? You don't say it, you say 43344. You can't say double. They couldn't understand what you're talking about.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I'm lost. Anyway, I put the phone down. And I told these blokes, I said, he said, we don't talk like that. That's the way we talk. You got to repeat the number.
I suppose the only way you get your feedback from that is like yourself when you went over there and actually competed there and brought that back with you.
Yeah, well, there's nobody else has been over and been back.
Yeah.
I was the first one to ever win money in the pro rodeo in America. In the history book up there at AAA.
Yeah.
I drew a horse called Easy Money, a red and white horse. Jackie Bush once said, the horse is good, he said, but just let him jump out first. Don't try and jerk him back. Move your rig, just hold your rig and tighten. And he said, do that, you're right. Come out, he just jumped and kicked like a gentleman.
Yeah.
I got the money.
Anyway. What year did you go to America, Bobby?
1959.
And you and who else?
Ray Crawford, Robin Yates and Chilicini. Well, we were the four at the top at the time in the standings.
Yep.
George Williams came out here in 1958. We had a World Series rodeo in Winton, Queensland. Matter of fact, I won the first round, so I was lucky. But George was there, and he said, "Why don't you guys come to America?" And I thought, this is the opportunity. So I had a good yard with him and said to 3 or 4 blokes, "I'm going to America." When are you going? I said, "Next year." "Well, I'll go right." So we yarned days up and they said, "Well, you got to get something up in the standings, otherwise we're not going to give you any introduction."
Yeah.
So I was leading the Bronc ride at the time. And Ray Crawford was well in there. Chiller was second or third. And Robin was riding steers good. So we were the forward wet. We got in touch with the association over there, which George Williams in the meantime was doing all the backwards and forwards letters to us. So bloke called
Letters.
Not emails.
no, letters or telegrams.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's a fellow named Greg Russell, and he was a pen friend of George Williams. The funny thing was George Williams was in jail for about 2 years over tax evasion. While he was there, Greg found somewhere on a bit of paper he needed some way to write to him. So George kept writing this fellow. This is George Williams, the great bronc rider. And that's how it all started. So then Greg took over and sort of managed us to get all the papers. None of us were educated. All the paperwork to get over there and how to get money and all this.
Yeah.
So that's about how it started off. And George said, "When you get here, we'll land in San Francisco. The keys will be in the such and such an office. My car will be in the garage. You get in it and head for Big Spring, Texas. Map it all." Up we go. Find the bloody office, got the keys.
And on the boat to get there.
Yeah,
not
on
in
the
a
boat,
plane.
3 weeks on the boat to get
Where
there.
did you come into in the boat?
San Francisco.
Yeah.
Anyway, he said, went around the office and told us, spoke to the office what we were after. We had keys. "Yeah, keys here. And there's your map." And he said, "Oh, how are you going to go there?" He said, "Across the $1 Million Highway?" I said, "What? $1 Million Highway?" "Yeah, you go out there. You just keep going that way." So Crawford said, "Who's going to drive?" I said, "Not me." Not me, so Crawford drives.
Wrong side of the road, wrong side of the car and everything.
Go out on the wrong side of the road for a start. A bit of a scream and yell, back off. So we've got to go down to get onto the $1 Million, this big Golden Gate Bridge. And the thing said detour. I never seen detours in Crawford in his life. What does this mean? So we kept on going around past the detour. We're facing the traffic coming that way. Was there some screams and bloody
I bet there was.
coppers everywhere
Yeah.
within minutes?
Yeah.
And they couldn't understand us. They said, "Slow down." We can't. Where are you from? Australia. Where? Where's that? Is that where the blacks beat the boats?
Yeah.
No. I don't know about that. Anyway, they were so good. They turned us around, got us around, topped all the traffic, got us on the highway, took us out over the bridge. They said, "Now go that way and don't come back." And we drove for all day and all night to get to Big Spring. We eventually got there by this map, stayed on the highway. So we get there this morning, and we'd been in touch with George on the phone. We'd rang him on a bloody phone there. In a cafe he was supposed to stay in. Anyway, we got him and come to this cafe. So we get there, there's about 40 cowboys waiting to meet us. All looking. I thought, well, they must think, well, what they thought. They just looked up and down.
Never seen
all over.
Australia before, didn't know what you look like.
And
They got 3 heads from Australia or
yeah,
what?
that's what they looked like. Anyway, they took us in and we go and old George said, he said, "You're in the bronc riding and the bull riding. You, Ray, you're in the, what did you say? Yeah, you're in the bronc riding. And Robin, you're in the bull ride. And Chili, you don't want to ride. No? Okay. So I thought, this is going to be good. I had to look around. And anyway, when it come to time, the bronc ride's on this second event. And this saddle come up, and I thought, how could you ever fall out of one of these? This is an armchair.
Yeah.
Armchair.
That's international satellite.
Yeah,
used
yeah.
it, yeah.
That's the first time I've ever saw one.
Yeah.
So I had a good pair of chaps, and I put all this rosin on. What's the way you said to make it hang there? That's right, huh? Come out and hear the rosin tearing away there, tearing away at my legs. I couldn't get my legs going, but he didn't throw me off.
Yeah.
Anyway, everything was right. So the bull ride comes up. And this thing come in the thing, the chutes are normally, there's a hump about that high above the chutes. This big red bull. I said, well, I can't get on that. Why? He's a good bull. He's a good bull. Ah, good bull. Righto. So they get me going, and there's two clowns. Junior Meeks was the greatest clown there ever was, and Buck LeGrand, he's the barrel man. Come out of the ships. Now, when you go out, when he goes, if you're still lying when the whistle blows, don't go over his front. I'll jump on his head, try and get him off you. Now, throw yourself over this way here, and if you hit the ground, run hard. Now, if he gets down, I can't get him. I don't know what he's going to do for you. I thought, geez, I'll never get home again. I'm thinking, I'm dead. He's telling me, and they made it.
Yeah,
he said, he's bad. He said, he'll hook you real bad. Try and go over the backwards. Don't go to the side. And do not go and yell at you. I'll bring the barrel to him. I'll try and attract him. And Junior says, I'll jump on his head so I won't see you. Anyway, he goes down all after me and he threw me halfway across the arena. I up and off. Didn't I run? So I found out after he's the bloody clown bull.
Right.
That's why he used to fight so much. But he'd fight. But old Junior's actually throw himself over his head. So lay on his head. Oh, God, he was good. And so was old Buckley. He'd walk in and take the barrel right to him.